What up, Joe? Well, to another episode of season 6 of the JLE Lounge Sports Show. The Sports Line with JLE, where we discuss sports like family. That's the theme song, Man Talk, off my first album, the JLE Experience. On music and copyright. Me on Facebook. I know it's normally Friday at 9:30. Hey, I had to get a nap, man. Still gonna give that content though. Today's show. How do you feel about NFL referees? They're in the contract negotiation, NFL and the players union for the referees, and they haven't hashed out a deal yet. So they're considering using replacement refs for the regular season. Referees have gotten better over time on calling the games and stuff compared to before. So we're gonna see how that play out. But it would be different. They done it before years ago, and they were okay. NBA Players Union, and there's been a story still going on, want to get rid of the 65-game rule threshold because Detroit All-Star point guard Cade Cunningham recently has been injured, and he was close to getting his 65 games, and he was an MVP candidate because my Pistons are still the number 1 seed. So they're saying, well, it ain't fair, and I feel for him because he had back spasms and now collapsed lung. Hopefully he'll be back for the playoffs. We clinched the playoff spot, and they show him we got a team. I believe in Trajan Landon. He's the president of operations. When he first came here, I'm like, well, he won at Duke. He saw how they built a great championship program. My Pistons are going to be in the hunt for a championship soon. I thought a year or two from now, they're a little early. Some people here is like, we don't know about them, but I think they could beat OKC. As long as we got Cade with us, we're going to see, though. But the reason, if you don't know why they gave this 65-game threshold, because this players' empowerment crap under the LeBron James era. Players don't want to play on primetime games. Or teams start tanking to get a top spot. They're trying to work on that too. So because of that, thanks for tuning in. So because of that, they came up with you have to play 65 games for you to get MVP, defensive player of the year, all those awards that you get in the end of the season, which will affect you getting $300 million contracts, which, oh my goodness, they need to change that, in my opinion, because they half of them ain't worth it. I don't see people playing offense and defense on both sides of the ball, giving max effort every game. But that's just the NBA fan of me watching it. But viewership is down, so I ain't the only one noticing. Yeah, okay. So they put the 65-game rule in where you're going to have to play these games if you want to get an MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All-NBA, and you start adding those things on. If your contract's up, you can get supermax deals. So those are the difference of you making 100-something million to 200 to 300-something million. Appreciate you tuning in. And I've seen all the main sports people talking about, man, it ain't fair. And I feel for Cade Cunningham. Hopefully he can come back and still meet that threshold. But it ain't his fault. Y'all want to look at someone to blame. Blame LeBron and all these player empowerment people who will look at, oh, you got a TV game against Golden State or whoever. I ain't playing that game. Now, y'all keep signing these billion-dollar-plus TV deals so these people can sell their products because LeBron going to take on Steph Curry, for example. But let's say LeBron or Steph Curry or the team say, we're going to shut both y'all down. And they got to see the second-rate talent on the teams. People ain't going to watch it. Diehard fan will. Good question. I think the colleges running to President Trump to try to have him regulate the NIL is trash. He need to worry about getting us out of this war and run the country. All them people with Nick Saban, one of the ringleaders, they're pissing and moaning that these kids are getting money and you can't have total control over them. Because I'm taking back to history. When the Fab Five at Michigan was doing their thing, Mitch Albom, one of the sports journalists here in Michigan, was interviewing Chris Webber. They was in Ann Arbor. They walked by a store in Ann Arbor. He saw his jersey out the window on the window for sale. He went in and asked, "Hey, how much you selling my jersey for? $100." What? I'm watching this as a teenager in the 90s. I'm like, they sell that man jersey for $100, but the Fab Five is hot. They gonna pay for it. He like, I ain't even getting paid for that. And at this time, if he didn't have no money and someone gave him money, it'd be a problem. And it'd be an issue. And he wound up going pro, getting drafted #1. First, he was #1 at Orlando, but they did a deal, switched him with Penny Hardaway from Golden State, and that's he wound up playing there. Talking sports, preach tuning in. So, them going to President Trump about trying to control the NIL. Let it be the Wild Wild West. Coaches get paid stupid money all the time, so let the players get theirs. So back to the NBA. The 65-game threshold is there because star players didn't want to play on all the games or the big TV games. So I doubt they'll win that argument. Lakers been on the win streak. They in 3rd seed now. We'll see how far they can go. I didn't get out the first round. Second round, I'm not sure. Paul George has been suspended for over 25 games for using PEDs. He cited mental health reasons why. I guess the drug wasn't approved and counts as a PED. Wish him well. Now, we're still in March Madness. And the Sweet 16 saw a difference. Some things people didn't expect. I hope maybe your bracket's still intact. I remember watching St. John was red hot shooting threes in the first half against Duke, but they came back and they beat them 80-75. #1 Michigan beat #4 Alabama 90-77. #2 UConn beat #3 Michigan State 67-63. I don't think my coach Izzo believes in doing NIL, so I don't know if they got top talent. Maybe they might need to start paying some. Just saying. But he do get him into the Sweet 16. #6 Tennessee beat #2 Iowa State 76-62. Then you had #4 Arkansas lose to #1 Arizona 88-109. #2 Purdue beat #11 Texas 79-77. #2 Houston lost to #3 Illinois 65-55. Appreciate you for popping in. And #9 Iowa beat #4 Nebraska 77-71. So now we are at the Elite Eight, where you're going to have #9 Iowa take on #3 Illinois, #2 Purdue versus #1 Arizona, #6 Tennessee versus #1 Michigan, and #2 UConn versus #1 Duke. We're talking about March Madness right now. All the scores from Sweet 16. And today is the Elite Eight. So these are the teams that are left to play for the Final Four for next weekend. It's a toss-up with Iowa taking on Illinois. I don't know. I'm gonna say Illinois win. Think Arizona is gonna beat number 2 Purdue. Michigan gonna beat Tennessee. It's kind of a toss-up with UConn. They got some seniors taking on Duke, but Carlos Boozer's son is a beast. So I think Duke gonna win. Appreciate you tuning in. So Final Four, I believe, will be Illinois, Arizona, Michigan, and Duke. All the number ones, except I forgot who the other number ones who got put out early. I think championship, I would like to see Michigan versus Duke. That'd be dope. That'd be a good one. But I have to look at the bracket itself real quick to see how it plays out. And look at the bracket itself. Okay, so Duke will play the winner of Iowa, Illinois. And you'll probably have Arizona and Michigan play each other. So, okay, it's a chance Michigan can play Duke for the championship. But it's going to be a tough task to beat Arizona. They've been balling all year. Illinois, they've been doing something. So I see Duke, Illinois, Arizona, Michigan. Duke versus Michigan for the championship. I could be wrong. That's what I'm running with. And we just had Major League Baseball start back. Hopefully my Tigers can get to the World Series this season. But the Dodgers just repeated. So I don't think the Yankees won 3 in a row when they won back late 90s, 2000s. But did they? And make sure. Three-peat in 90s. Let's see. Oh, they did do it. Okay. So the Dodgers were trying to do what the Yankees did. They won 98, 99, 2000. Led by Joe Torre and the core four. They beat the Padres, the Braves, and the Mets. That was dominant. And they swept everybody except the Mets won one game. They were the first major league team to win 3 straight since the Oakland A's of 72 to 74. So we're going to see. I mean, Magic's part of ownership, and they turned that around. We're going to see what they can do. He's part of ownership with the Lakers again. So once LeBron is gone, but we still got Luka who don't play defense. We need some players that are two-way players, man. I'm a Laker fan and waiting for this stuff to get back to normal. But I would like to see it, Tigers versus Dodgers. So we beat the champs, leave no doubt. So that would be a good matchup. I don't think nothing else really going on in sports. You got the women's final tournament going. Yep. Oh, they want Izzo to retire. Uh-oh. He ain't trying to do that. All right. That's what I got for this week. We'll be back next week. Talk about if my predictions are right. See, can my Pistons lock up number 1 seed? Think they can? And we're going to keep it rolling. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Enjoy your weekend. New ground floor later tonight. Repeat interview later. I'm going to get something to eat. Been out running. Till next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Thanks for coming.